Okay, today we will try to understand remaining functional testing types. Okay, in the previous class we have understood what is unit testing and who is responsible to do unit testing. Then we discussed about component testing. Okay, what is component testing and what we do as a part of component testing, and what are the different types of component testing. So over testing, under testing, and optimized testing, right? Okay, today we'll try to understand next type of testing, next type of functional testing, that is integration testing. Okay, so let us understand what is this integration testing. Okay, so integration testing, integration testing. Okay, integration testing is nothing but checking the data flow or verifying the data flow between two or more models. For example, this is module 1 and this is module 2. Okay, so when module 1 is ready, means we have developed this module 1 and we have tested as a part of component testing. Okay, this is working fine. Okay, next we have developed module 2. Okay, and we verified this model, means we have tested component testing and we ensured module 2 is working perfect. Okay, now what we will do, we'll try to link or integrate between module 1 and module 2, and we will verify, okay, whether the data is flowing from module 1 to module 2 properly or not, and the data flowing from module 2 to module 1 is in a proper manner or not. Okay, that is nothing but the integration testing. So in simple sentence, integration testing is nothing but the integrating the models, means two or more models, and will verify the interaction or data flow between those models. Okay, so that is nothing but integration testing. Okay, there are two types of integration testing. One is incremental integration testing. Okay, first one is incremental integration testing and second one is non-incremental integration testing, or NIT you can call it as. Okay, first one is incremental integration testing and next one is non-incremental integration testing. So incremental integration testing is nothing but for example, if I have developed module 1, okay, and we tested this model, okay, module 1, then after that, means module 1 is perfect and it is working fine. Okay, we have done unit testing and component testing for this module 1 and it is working fine. Now we are going to develop one more module, module 2, and we perform unit testing, component testing for this, and we ensure that module 2 is working fine. Now we are going to integrate these two, module 1 and module 2. Okay, then we will perform the integration testing between these M1, means module 1, and module 2. This is nothing but incremental integration testing. Again, after this, means after testing for these two models integration, again we can have one more model called module 3 and we'll perform unit and component testing for this one, and we are trying to integrate this module 3 with module 2 and module 1. Okay, now we can perform the integration testing of all these three models. Okay, so it will be like that, means we have developed one model and next we developed second model, we integrated these two and we tested, then we developed one more model, that is model 3, and we tried to, means we integrated this model with the previous models and we tested for the functionality or data flow between these three models. And again, after some time, I may have one more model, model 4, and I can integrate this model with all these models. And again, I'll test for the data flow between model 1, model 2, model 3, and model 4. Okay, so this is nothing but incremental integration testing. Okay, this is nothing but incremental integration testing. Okay, when you consider incremental integration testing, again, there are two types. Okay, one is top-down incremental integration testing. Second one is bottom-up incremental integration testing. Okay, integration testing is nothing but we are trying to integrate one or two or more models, and we are trying to verify the interaction or data flow between those models. Okay, two or more models. Okay, in integration testing, there are mainly two types: incremental integration testing and non-incremental integration testing. Okay, when you consider incremental integration testing, we are developing each and every model, okay, separately, and we test them, and after that we are trying to integrate them one by one, and we are testing for the data flow or interaction between them. Okay, that is nothing but incremental integration testing. And in the incremental integration testing, again, we have two types, that is top down and bottom up. Okay, let us try to understand what is top down. Okay, next we'll go for the bottom up. In top down, what happens? In top down integration testing or incremental integration testing, here first we will be having model 1. Next, we are having model 2. Means first we will try to develop and test this model 1. Okay, when it is working fine, then we'll try to have one more model, that is model 2, and we'll perform the component testing for this one. Then we'll try to integrate these two, model 1 and model 2, and we'll try to verify the data flow between these two. Okay, here this model 1 is the parent model and this one is the child model. Okay, in the top down, first we'll implement and we'll test the parent model, then we'll go for the child model. Okay, means we are going to integrate them afterwards, and we are going to test for the data flow between or interaction between those two. Okay, so first preference is parent model, then we can develop and integrate the child model with the parent model. That is nothing but a top down approach. Okay, example here is, if you take example of Gmail. Okay, here I think already you are most aware of Gmail. So there is a feature or model called compose. Okay, so here this is a parent model. Okay, next there is a model or feature called outbox or sent items. Correct, right? Outbox. Okay, so here first we have compose, then we have outbox. So compose is a parent and outbox is a child model, so that when I compose a mail or I send a mail, then we will get the success message that your message has been sent. Then the message whatever I have composed or I have sent, that will be listed under outbox or sent item or sent box feature or model, right? So here this is a parent model and this is a child model. Okay, first we develop compose feature or model, then we develop the outbox or sent items model. So here compose is a parent and outbox is a child, so that when only you compose a mail, then only you are able to see that composed mail in the outbox. So here we are testing the data flow or integration or interaction between these two, means compose and outbox. Means when you send a mail, that sent mail or composed mail should be listed under this outbox or sent box module. Okay, this is the example for top-down approach. In the top-down approach, first we develop the parent, then we try to develop the child, and we are trying to integrate the child module with the parent module. That is nothing but a top-down approach. Okay. Next we will try to understand what is bottom up approach. Bottom up is nothing but here the reverse of the top down. Okay, here what we are doing, first we are trying to implement the module, okay, one, that is child. Then we are going to implement module 2, that is parent. Here we are trying to integrate parent with the child. Okay, so here first we try to implement the outbox, then we are trying to implement the compose. Okay, so here we are trying to integrate this compose with the outbox or sent box. So here parent is next, child is first. Okay, that is nothing but bottom up approach. Depending upon the company and depending upon the project and functionality, whatever they are implementing, they might go for top down approach or bottom up approach. Okay, and there is one more thing, or there is one more type in the incremental integration model, that is sandwich. I just want to mention this one also. I forgot to list out this type of testing as a part of incremental integration testing, that is sandwich. Sandwich testing is nothing but that is the combination of both top down and bottom up. In some projects they may go for both the approach, okay, that is top down and bottom up. Okay, so they may mix these two approaches. Okay, that is nothing but a sandwich approach. Okay, so now we understood what is integration testing and what are the different types of integration testing. One is incremental integration testing, and next one is non-incremental integration testing. Okay, if you consider incremental integration testing, again there are three subcategories. One is top-down approach, second one is bottom-up approach, and third one is sandwich. Sandwich is nothing but a combination of both top-down and bottom-up. Okay, now we'll try to understand what is now we discussed this one, right? Okay, incremental integration testing. Now we'll try to understand what is non-incremental integration testing. Okay, non-incremental integration testing is nothing but here we are not following incremental approach. For example, here, I am having a application. Okay, this application is having many features. Okay, a number of features. Okay, what I will do, I will try to combine all these features in a single shot or at a time, and I'll try to perform integration testing between all those components or modules in a single shot. Okay, that is nothing but a non-incremental integration testing, that is also known as Big Bang model, Big Bang approach. Okay, so here this Big Bang approach is having some drawbacks or disadvantages. One is we can miss the integration testing between some models, because there will be n number of models, and while testing you may miss the integration testing or data flow testing between one or two models. Okay, that is one of the disadvantage of Big Bang model. Second one is, sometimes we may, means for example, already you have tested integration between these, means this model and this model, and because here we are having n number of models, we are going to test different integrations between different models. But while doing this, you may repeat the same models integration testing. Okay, means already we have performed integration testing between some models, but you forgot that one because there are a number of models and there is a complexity while testing the integration. So here you may repeat the same integration testing between same models 2 or more times. Okay, that is one of the disadvantage, repeating. Correct, right? And third one is, here, because of this type of what you call integration testing, you may miss some defects. Okay, you may miss some scenarios. Due to that scenarios are data flow missing, data flow testing missing, you may miss the defects. So that there is no way to, mean sometimes you may lose the data flows between different models, and you may not be able to test it completely, and you may have the defects they have not verified and fixed. Okay, so this is one of the disadvantage of this Big Bang model. And fourth one is obviously complexity. Okay, this is the complex technique, because incremental model, just we are adding the models one by one, and we are trying to ensure the data flow is proper between those models, and it is very easy to track and all. Okay, and very easy to test. But in the Big Bang model, we are trying to combine all those models, a number of models at a time, and we are trying to do the integration testing, so that it is very complex. Okay, that is one of the disadvantages of Big Bang model. So many companies are going for the incremental approach only, incremental integration model approach only, instead of going for the Big Bang model. Okay, if there are only limited features or models in the application, then you can go for the Big Bang model. But advice is to follow the incremental integration model approach. Okay, so that is all about integration testing. Next is system testing. Okay, we'll try to understand what is system testing. Okay, system testing is nothing but, okay, when you consider system testing, okay, system testing. Okay, so before going for the system testing, the condition is you should done component testing, and you should done integration testing, then only you can go for the system testing. Okay, system testing is nothing but end-to-end testing. Okay, system you can call system testing as an end-to-end testing. Here, this system testing is nothing but it always, system testing follows the flows or scenarios from end to end. Okay, if for example, if there is a application called Facebook. Okay, so as a customer, okay, what they will do means if you give the means if you give this Facebook application to the customer or user, what they will do? First, they will register their account with the Facebook, means they will create the Facebook account. Then they will be having the username and password. They will enter their username and password and they will log in. Okay, after logging in, they may search for some name, for example, XYZ. After searching, they may get the search result. Then they will click on that profile. Then they may send the friend request. Okay, friend request. When they send the friend request, at the other side, XYZ will get the friend request notification. Okay, they will accept the friend request, so that when they accept, this person will get the accepted notification. Then after that, he will log out. So this is end-to-end flow, means first registering the account, then logging in into the Facebook, then searching for some user, sending the friend request. After sending the friend request, at the other side, okay, that person XYZ accept that friend request, then notification will be means popped up at this user that friend request is accepted by XYZ, then he will log out. Okay, so this is the end-to-end flow. Here there are n number of models, right? First is registration model, then login model, then search model, then friend request model, then here accept the friend request model, next logout model. Okay, so there are n number of components and there is a integration between all these components. Okay, and we are trying to test the entire flow from end to end, registration to logout. Okay, this is one of the example for system testing. Okay, here we are testing the system in the perspective of actual user. Okay, actual customer. Okay, so that is nothing but system testing. Let us try to understand this system testing with one more example. For example, if you take Amazon, okay, Amazon e-commerce website, there also first what we'll do, we'll try to create a profile. Okay, then we'll be having username and password. Then we'll log in. Then we'll search for a product. Okay, search for a product, then add that to cart, then make a payment. Okay, place an order, then log out. Okay, so here this is the system testing, means I am logging in, I am creating a account with the Amazon, then logging in with username and password. After logging in, I am searching for some product, then adding the product to the cart, then making the payment and placing the order, means by confirming, then I am logging out from the Amazon application. So this is end-to-end flow. This is nothing but a system testing, means we are traversing or navigating all the way from start to end or beginning to end, is nothing but a system testing. System testing is always concentrates on the business flow rather than going for the each and every minute details like component testing or each and every field level testing and each and every module testing. Okay, rather than that, it will concentrate on the end-to-end flow or end-to-end business flow. Okay, as a end user, what end user will be performing with the application if that application is given to the end user or the customer. Okay, by keeping that in mind, we are going to test the application from starting to end or beginning to end. That is nothing but a system testing. Okay, but the condition here is, before going for the system testing or end-to-end testing, we should have completed unit testing, component testing, and integration testing. When we ensure that all these things are passed, means our system or our application is stable and it is performing or behaving properly, then only we can go for the system testing or end-to-end testing, okay, with the business flows. Okay, so this is all about system testing. I think that you understood the topic, whatever we have discussed as a part of this discussion. Okay, thank you so much.